But I think you should pay for 7,000 only because it is 40
A very good morning to one and all present here today. I ask for apology to our chief guests, dignitaries, and invite us for a slight delay in our program. We gather here today function of the 14th Annual National Conference of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, Geron 2018, on the theme Geriatric Care Need for Integration. Ladies and gentlemen, Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health is an association to serve the Indian older adults suffering with mental health problems. The motto of the association is committed to quality mental health care for the elderly. It was started with the aim to promote and improve the mental health of the elderly people and geriatric mental health education. I, on behalf of the organizers, welcome one and all present here today for the inaugural function of this conference, Geron 2018. I hope our delegates are having a pleasant stay here in Imphal. And ladies and gentlemen, our dignitaries for today's function are already in this hall. So may I now take the privilege of inviting our dignitaries on the dais. The president of today's function is Dr. Ajit Avasti, the respected president of Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health. Sir. The chief guest for today's function, a multifaceted personality, son of Manipur, having his credit as writer, director, designer, painter, composer, choreographer. Recently, the respected chairman of Chorus Repertory Theatre Imphal International Theatre Olympics at Greece is none other than respected Dr. Ratan Tiam. We have some Indian personalities as podium members today. Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, kindly take the chair on the podium. Next we have Dr. G. Prasad Rao, respected Vice President cum President-elect, Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health. Next we have Dr. Om Prakash Singh, the respected Honorary General Secretary of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health. May I also request Dr. S.P. Gupta, the respected Honorary Treasurer of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health. Sir. Next we have Dr. Sandeep Grover, the respected editor of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health. May I request Dr. Gautam Saha, the respected Chairman of CME Committee of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health. I also request respected Dr. N. Hiramani Singh, the organizing Chairman of this conference, to please take the chair and vice please. I also request respected Dr. R.K. Lenin Singh, Professor and Health Department Secretary RIMS, also the organizing secretary of this conference. Thank you, sir. I thank all our dignitaries and big thanks to all for your use of applauses. The chief guest of today's function, Dr. Ratan Thiam sir, who is presently the chairman, Chorus Repertory Theatre Imphal, an executive member of International Theatre Olympics Committee, attends Greece, a writer, director, designer, painter, composer, choreographer with so much achievement. Let me take the privilege and honor of reading a brief profile of our chief guest, respected Dr. Ratan Thiam sir. Manipur State Kala Academy, the honorary degree awarded to our respected sir, Doctor of Literature conferred by Rabindra Bharati University, Kolkata, Doctor of Literature conferred by Guwahati University, also by the Assam University, and also by Utkal University of Culture, Orissa, Doctor of Literature degree by ITM University, Gwalior. Sir has received various international awards, which includes Inaugural Friendship Award, Greece, Fringe First Edinburgh International Theatre Award, Diploma of Cervantino International Festival, La Grande Mendele. I beg pardon, sir, I may not be able to read the whole list of the awards, but to name a few, ladies and gentlemen, National Academy Award, Sangeet Natak Academy, Padma Shri, Nandikar, BM Sai Award, and the list goes on. The latest being Sri MP Prakash, Waibam Nilamani Singh Award, Theatre Center Award, Critics Forum Award, Manipur State Kala Academy Award, First Season Virawat Award, Baikat Chandra Memorial Award, NG Cultural Award, Tainjam Jainta Poetry Award. The past and present positions, again, a huge list, I beg pardon, sir. Government of India, New Delhi, member of National Monitoring Committee of Education of SC, ST, and person with disabilities, Vice Chairman, Sangeet Natak Academy, New Delhi, Expert Committee, Member, Indo-Greek Friendship Award, Fringe First Edinburgh International Theatre, Diploma of Cervantino International Festival. Sir's own production performed in different places in countries, starting from Pan Asiatico Festival, Rome, 1984, Glasgow Festival, Glasgow, South Asian Theatre Festival, Dhaka, and at least, ladies and gentlemen, more than 50 performances, and the latest being the 8th Theatre Olympic 2018 in India. We are grateful to have you, sir, here, and we are honored to have you, sir, as chief guest here today. May I request respected Dr. Arkeleni Singh, the Managing Secretary of Geron 2018, to honor. Thank you, sir. I once again request Professor Arkeleni Singh, sir, to kindly honor the other dignitaries. President Dr. Ajit Awasthi, to all the podium members, first to Dr. S.C. Tiwari, sir, Dr. G. Prasad Rao, the respected President-elect, Dr. Om Prakash, Dr. Om Prakash Singh, the respected Honorary General Secretary of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, Dr. S.P. Gupta, the respected Honorary Treasurer, IAGMH, Dr. Sandeep Grover, the respected Editor, IAGMH, Dr. Gautam Saha, IAGMH. We also extend a heartfelt welcome to respected Dr. N. Hiramani Singh. Thank you, sir. Thank you, respected Dr. Arkeleni Singh, for doing the honors. Thank you very much. Thank you all to all. Thank you to all our members. We have the opening song, and this song is going to be played by using an instrument called pena. Meitei musical instrument considered as part of luxurious living and was played at royal gatherings. It is also associated with the folk culture of Manipur and its presence is regular in many festival of Laiharawa. Ladies and gentlemen, here we present the opening song by Mr. Hemchandra and team.
Mata
A prayer to the Almighty God. May I now invite respected Dr. N. Hiramani Singh, the organizing chairman of this conference, Geron 2018, to kindly extend a cordial welcome to our dignitaries and esteemed invitees and delegates of this august gathering. Sir, please.
A very good morning, everybody. Sabko namaste. Kurumjari Punnamapu. First of all, each and everyone who are present here in this hall are warmly welcome. Respected Shri Ratan Thyam, Chairman, Chorus Repertory Theatre, Imphal, Manipur, Chief guest of today's function, Dr. Ajit Avasthi, President, Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health and President of today's function, Professor S.C. Tiwari, Founder, President, IAGMH, Dr. G. Prasad Rao, President-elect, IAGMH, other dignitaries, Dr. Om Prakash Singh, Honorary General Secretary, IAGMH, Dr. S.P. Gupta, Honorary Treasurer, IAGMH, Dr. Sandeep Grover, Editor, Dr. Gautam Shah, Chairman, CME, and Dr. R.K. Lenin, Organizing Secretary, and distinguished delegates and members of the print and electronic media, and all the representatives of different pharmaceuticals, and our helping volunteers, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I express a very warm welcome to Sri Ratan Thyam. His imminent presence over here will make this function a very meaningful and successful. Our Sir has very gratefully agreed to our invitation, and Sir, your presence is really grateful to us. You are warmly welcome. Dr. Ajit Avasthi, President of Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health. He is the President of this inaugural function. Sir, as you have given the opportunity to organize this national conference here in Imphal, we are really grateful to you, and your gracious presence over here is really, it will make a successful conference. Sir, you are again warmly welcome. Next, none other than Professor S.C. Tiwari, the founder president IAGMH. He was the first president of this association, and I have been accompanying Professor S.C. Tiwari in so many workshops and so many conferences, sometime in Ranchi also. Sir was taking so much enthusiastic interest in bringing up the geriatric mental health. So, sir, your presence surprisingly over here, unexpectedly, it is really grateful to you and you are very warmly welcome. Other dignitaries, Dr. S. Prasad Rao, Dr. Om Prakash Singh, Dr. S. P. Gupta, Dr. Sanjeev Grover, Dr. Gautam Saha. Without their cooperation and without their helping hands, we will not be able to organize such a important national program in Imphal. So I once again on behalf of the organizing committee warmly welcome all these dignitaries on the dais. Next, I do warmly welcome all the delegates, distinguished delegates, without whose presence this conference will be a fairer one, and now it will be a successful one because most of the delegates from outside Imphal is more than 100. So I think it is a very good attendance and it will be a very successful conference. So all are very warmly welcome. I also welcome all the members of the print and electronic media and all the volunteers and the members of the pharmaceuticals and the ladies and gentlemen who are present over here in this today's inaugural function. Now, on behalf of the organizing committee of the 14th Annual National Conference of Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health, I again extend a warm welcome to all the delegates from different parts of the country, and I feel proud of hosting this kind of a national conference, Geron 2018, for the first time here in Manipur. We express our immense pleasure and gratitude to Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health for giving us such a rare opportunity to organize this national conference, ISGA-MICE, Geron 2008 on 8 and 9 September at Manipur, which is the easternmost tiny and the potential state of the country. The theme of the conference, Geriatric Care, Need for Integration, is a very meaningful and appropriately chosen in view of the elder abuse which is on the rise due to the globalization and modernization and changing attitude for giving care to our senior citizens. So, moreover, older patients with psychiatric disorder do not fit easily into a single diagnostic category because they experience multiple symptoms that affect both physical and psychiatric functioning. A syndromal approach to manage seniors is always necessary by joining hands of all the stakeholders. All these issues will be elaborately highlighted in the scientific deliberation from the resource persons and the active participation from the delegates. To make this conference a success one is the credit of a sincere and tireless effort of the organizing committee and the enthusiastic participation of the delegates. I render my heartiest thanks to all the subcommittee members, of their immense contribution. And once again, I request all the delegates, please accept our humble hospitality over here, and you please take away all the sweet memories what you experience over here, and you collect an immense amount of knowledge for implementing in your own place and for implementing in your own practice. Once again, I, on behalf of the organizing committee, warmly welcome all the resource persons and delegates for active participation in all the scientific deliberations, so that we will achieve our goal for giving best integrated geriatric care for all the senior citizens. I wish for a grand success of IAGMH Geron 2018 at Imphal, Manipur. Long live Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health. Thank you.
It is customary to keep a lamp lit in every Indian home. So do we. We light lamp in auspicious gatherings. I request a respected chief guest to kindly lead the ceremonial lamp. Where there is light, darkness cannot be. And where knowledge has come, ignorance must quit. Hearty thanks to all the dignitaries. Now prepare ourselves to hear from our esteemed dignitaries on the dais. May now request Dr. Gautam Saha, a respected chairman of CME Committee IAGMH, to kindly say a few words of wisdom. Sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's really great privilege to speak in front of such distinguished guests. Respected Sri Ratanthia, Chairman, Chorus Repertory Theatre, Imphal, Manipur, Sir. Professor S.C. Tiwari, the founder member and founder president of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health. Not only that, he is the godfather of Indian geriatric psychiatry. Respected Dr. Ajit Awasthi, the president of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health and the great teacher of us. Sir. My dear friend, Honorary General Secretary, Dr. Om Prakash Singh, Honorary Treasurer, Dr. G. Prasad Rao, the Vice President or President-elect of IAGMH, Dr. S.P. Gupta, Honorary Treasurer of IAGMH, Dr. Sandeep Grover, my brother, the editor of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, Dr. Hiramani, the chairperson, a chairman of the organizing committee, and my dear friend Dr. Lalit Singh, the organizing secretary of this grand program. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to highlight, the geriatric mental health is really important in our country. You know this, in India, It is a geriatric population is the second largest population in the world. I mean, they are above 60 years. And 80% of the geriatric population live in the rural area. Among them, 40% live in the below the poverty line. So health is a major issue of this population, and definitely on behalf of Indian Geriatric Mental Health, Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, we are really concerned about that, and we are planning and our academic program focus on that only. The theme of this program is geriatric care, geriatric health, the need for integrated care. It means in the geriatric population there is lots of health problems. We want to treat them under the same roof. For this, we plan program as we did in the last year also in Chandigarh. Except the invited lectures and the lectures in the hour sessions, all are the invited symposium. Almost 30 invited speakers are included in this. And I hope this scientific program will definitely enrich our geriatric mental health knowledge. For this purpose, I am really grateful to my brother Dr. Sandip Grover, who helped me a lot. Not only Dr. Sandip Grover, my dear friend Dr. Om Prakash Singh, the secretary, and the active guidance by our president, Dr. Ajit Awasthi. I am not taking much time, but wishing all the best for the next 2 days of this program. And thanks again at the last, our organizing chairman, Dr. Hiramoni, and the organizing secretary for Lalin Singh for bringing such issue and giving us the opportunity to speak in front of you in coming 1.5 days. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thought with us and emphasizing the need of such conference. May I now invite Dr. Om Prakash Singh, the respected Honorary General Secretary of IAGMH, to share your thought with us, sir. Sir, please.
It is my proud privilege to stand in front of you as Honorary General Secretary of IAGMH. On behalf of IAGMH, it is my role to welcome you, already organizing chairs, prominent faces in the audience, and who have come to Imphal. I welcome them. I welcome our chief guest, Sri Ratan Shyam, who is the chairman, Chorus Repertory Theatre. I really thankful for him for gracing this occasion. I welcome our past president, Professor S. Tiwari, our president, Dr. Ajit Awasthi, our good friend, Dr. Sandip Grover, Dr. Gautam Saha, Dr. S.P. Gupta, and of course the organizing committee. Regarding elderly population, already Dr. Gautam Saha has said, India is in a cusp. We still are trying to take care of our young. Still we are trying to formulate policies which can take care of our young people. At the same time, we are having one of the largest population of older people. So we have to fight war on two fronts. So this is becoming very difficult, and IAGMH has been formed by our founder president, and he was the instrumental also in opening the first DM unit for geriatric psychiatry in India, and that took forward, look after the mental needs of the elderly population. In this thing, we do a lot of work. We are doing a lot of work. We have conducted a multi-centric study under the guidance of Dr. Sandip Grover, Dr. Janvi, and we have published it. We are conducting more studies because we need studies to formulate plans. We give to government the documents on which the future plans will be made. On this behalf, our study committee has worked very hard, and we have a draft policy for mental health for elderly. We will be presenting to the AGB for their approval, which we will take to the government and all the planners for implementation and guidance, because for them also to know what is the requirement is very difficult. So in this way, we are trying to do a lot of things for the elderly population. From a very small organization, we have grown. Now we have 561 members, and only last year we have added 65 members. And the presence of you all people here, I have seen when we wanted to bring Manipur is a very rich heritage, has a very rich heritage. And we who reside in East Zone has a very soft corner for Manipur, and it stays in our heart. We have been regular visitors. And Hiramani Singh and Lilin Singh are our friend, and they have been always very courteous. So we wanted, along with them, to bring a national conference to Manipur, so that the people from all over India can come here. They can see what Manipur is, they can enjoy its culture. I must remind you, this is not my job, but I must remind you to be in the cultural function. You will not forget in your life. This will be something really, really great. And on behalf of this, and this CME, we know the topics already, the CME chairperson has said this. So with this, we are really, Manipur, the organizing committee has done a wonderful job. And I have seen people who have come from all over India. And I again welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words and for highlighting the work of IAGMH. May I now request the president of today's function, respected Dr. Ajit Avasti, the respected president of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, sir, to kindly deliver the presidential address, please.
In mental health. We have, as you have been recently told, 560 plus members, and every year we are adding plus 50. Last year we added 65. So we are growing very fast, and then brings upon us a lot of responsibilities as well. I take a lot of pride and privilege in acknowledging the presence of the chief guest with us, the creative genius, an artist par excellence, Shri Ratan Thiya, who is not only known to the people in Manipur. I had heard a lot about him even earlier, sitting at Chandigarh, and that goes to show the kind of fame and the hard work that has gone into the works of Shri Ratan Thiya. Thank you very much, sir. We are honored by your presence here. There are distinguished delegates amongst us. There are very distinguished dignitaries on the dais. They are very dear friends. I'll particularly like to mention Professor S.C. Tiwari, the founder of the association, this Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health, like a brother to me, and I would unhesitatingly say that he is the man who has really brought the geriatric mental health to the forefront of the attention of everyone in this country. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. We are blessed with your presence. Professor Tiwari. We have a team of very dynamic people sitting here. Amongst them, the President-elect of the Society, my very dear friend Dr. G. Prasad Rao, who had also been the President of the Indian Psychiatric Society some years ago. And he brings with him a great deal of experience and wisdom. I'm sure the society, of the association, will be in very safe hands of Professor Prasad Rao. Then we have the young Turks of our association, as they call them. So we have Dr. Om Prakash Singh, Dr. Sandeep Grover, Dr. Gautam Saha, all sitting there. They are the real engine of the growth of which drives and which is responsible for the growth of this association. And there are, in this brigade, I see Alka, Majid, Nilanjana, I think Janvi, yes, she's sitting there, that's right, Janvi. So they are the real workforce, the real drivers of the movement of geriatric mental health, and we expect a Shadi is here, of course he's not that young, but still, right? So they are the people who will carry this association to much greater heights. I am very pleasantly surprised to see a face here whom I least expected to see actually. He has given me a great surprise. Many of you may not know him that well as I know him. Because as a budding house officer in psychiatry, when I had not even taken up my post-graduation at PGI, before that I worked for 1 year as a house officer in psychiatry in the Psychiatric Diseases Hospital at Jammu, J&K. And my first person who taught me the basic elementary lessons of psychiatry, I remember late Professor R.K. Chaudhary, who is no more with us, and then the person who is sitting in the hall at the moment is Dr. U.K. Mehta. Sir, I am so delighted to see you. Can you rise? So that others can see you. She has come all the way from Jammu. That's great. And I'm so delighted to see you here, sir. It's an honor. Of course, I need a lot of peace, particularly in my years, which are the senior citizen years of my life. So I'm very delighted to see my wife also sitting here, Mrs. Vishwakirti. Right? Okay. Well, friends, as we come to the theme of today's conference, integrating geriatric mental health, it can mean a lot of different things to different people. It could mean integrating the geriatric mental health to the mental health in general. It could also mean mainstreaming geriatric mental health in the total health care of the elderly. Both are equally important. We are very fond of giving figures that so many percentage of elderly, growing elderly population, graying India, and so on and so forth. But the reality is, even if the numbers were not so striking as those are at the moment, it would have been our duty to take care of people when they need us the most. And that is at the stage of their life when they are faced with so many challenges of physical health, of emotional health, and even the social isolation, and a lot of financial insecurities, dependency, and too much of losses and griefs which they have to endure as they continue to live in this world. And that is about the time when the society has to take care of those people and not to make them feel that now they are the have-beens of the society, that they have played their innings and they must lead a retired life. Rather, they are the people who have to be utilized for the experience, the wisdom, and so many other roles in which we can engage our elderly in order to give stability to our society, the values to our society, so many other roles for which we do not have anywhere within at the moment. Let me tell you the kind of traditional roles which our women folk have been performing in securing the premises that we have built for ourselves. Men would go out, women stay back, and nobody will have to worry about the security of the house. Today women are also out, so who will secure the premises? I think it is the elderly who will take care of that. Not only that, who will take care of the coming generations? Earlier these were the traditional roles and responsibilities that women folk. They have joined the workforce now, so one has to fall back on our elderly to take care of the so many duties and responsibilities which are so essential to maintain a good family, functioning family, ticking in the society. Therefore, they have to be valued for their capacity to be of use to the society and not to be seen as some kind of a burden on the society. So it is incumbent upon all the agencies, be those the government agencies or the families themselves, the communities themselves, both in the organized and unorganized sector, that we have to take care of our elderly, and only then we can think of the continuity in the family life of which we are so proud in this country. I am very happy to be in Imphal. I think God has given me a lot of opportunities to be at many places, but when the plane descended towards the airport of Imphal, the kind of enchanting view which unfolded before my eyes, it was mesmerizing. The lake and the hills and the beautiful valley with rice fields. It was such a treat, such a visual treat, that only probably a person with a very small person like me cannot fully appreciate it, but probably an artist with his or her eyes can really see the magic of God in this land. How generous He has been. Blessed are those who stay there. Then yesterday I went to the Govinji's temple, and was very lucky to be at the time when the aarti in the evening was held there. And the kind of traditional fervor and the style which I saw there, and again a very mesmerizing music, the invocation that was rendered in such a traditional way with those attires, those traditions. Blessed are you who are still maintaining your traditions, so close to your hearts. That is the richness of the tapestry of this country. And we have so many colors and hues and fabrics in this tapestry. And I must say that we must preserve it. And I think one of the responsibilities of this association is also to maintain the values and traditions which are there in the hallmark of our society. And that can only be fostered if we care for the elderly. I won't take much time of yours. I wish all the delegates a wonderful stay here. Please enjoy the academic feast which shall be spread before you. I missed eating at Lakshmi Kitchen. I wish I could get some time to go and eat there, because I am told that the menu which is in front of you is so rich, and that a common household in an average function, they cannot bring in front of you the range of dishes which you can see there and serve. So maybe this visit or some other visit I will get the opportunity. Yesterday I was booted out of this place because I had reached late. So they closed the place by 2 o'clock. So I couldn't enter the premises. So thank you for being here. And apart from the academic feast, as I told you, please enjoy the Manipuri culinary, as well as you must go to that women's, the mother's market. Yesterday I was there, and the range of vegetables, fruits, fish, and whatnot I saw there, it was mind-boggling. I think my friend Sandeep has prepared a big album of the kind of exotic things displayed there, and we will have to sit with one of our Manipuri friends to figure out what all we saw there. Okay. Thank you very much, and once again I welcome you to this conference, and I am very sure we will be meeting again next year at certain places, which will be as interesting as Imphal. We already have some ideas. We are toying with the idea of taking you even to Leh, Ladakh. So please. but we will decide in the AJB. We are also probably going to the other very interesting place, Tirupati. So we will see where we all go. So let's hope for the best. 2 or 3 things which I will say, because I have said exchanged largely pleasantries and platitudes. 2 or 3 things I will say again to kind of, give credit to the people who have worked hard. I think some of the initiatives which this association has taken lately are really praiseworthy. The multicentric trial, that's wonderful initiative, and that will give us the kind of data that we need in order to prioritize our policies, our mental health policies. At the same time, we have also been successful in having a mental health policy document ready. Hopefully it will be in the hands of the government and the policy planners, and that will help the policy planners to do something more worthwhile for the elderly population of this country. Apart from that, I think what we need to do is a little bit, we have to now extend ourselves into the directly monitored and initiated mental health welfare activities for the governments. We are lagging in it, and I'm sure in times to come we will have more such initiatives where this association, besides holding academic events, research activities, advocacy, also directly involves itself to the welfare and patient care activities, takes initiative in creating some kind of a network for the mental health, for the mentally ill elderly, or for the promotion of the mental health of the elderly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words, valuable advices, highlighting the theme of Geron 2018 and taking us all to the hall of the Imphal market. Thank you, sir. I request the chief guest of this function, respected Dr. Ratan Thiam, sir, to kindly release this souvenir. I also request Dr. Sana, the sub-editor of this souvenir, to kindly assist the chief guest. Dr. O.P. Singh, the Honorary Secretary, General Secretary, IAGMH, to take this time, please.
The first award I request our chief guest, Mr. Ratan Thiam, to give the award to this is Professor Dr. Shiv Gautam Morrison Award in Geriatric Mental Health. It is given to Professor K.S. Saji for his lifetime contribution to the area of mental health. This is the most prestigious award for IAGMH. The title of his oration is Multimorbidity and Depression in Late Life.
Just stay there for a while. We have to decorate you. So, face again.
Next is IAGMH Intas Award. The third prize goes to Dr. Anish Showan. IHMH Intas Award. The second prize goes to Dr. Mukku Siva Shankar Reddy. This is a study done by Dr. Mukku Siva Shankar Reddy, Dr. Matthew Varghese, Dr. Srikala Bharat and Dr. Keshav Kumar. The title of the study is Mild Cognitive Impairment, the Hospital-Based Prospective Study. IHGMH Intas Award, the first prize goes to Dr. Rasmi Satpute for the study done by Dr. Rasmi Subramaniam for their study of role of optical coherence tomography. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And congratulations to all the award winners. May I now request Professor S.C. Tiwari, the founder president of AIGMH. Sir, please share your wisdom with us, sir.
To all of you, and thanks to organizers for giving me this opportunity to say a few words from my heart. Dignitaries on the dais, Professor Gurnani, Professor K. Saji, Professor Alka. I am addressed as founder president of IIGMH. But the names which I took, including a student of mine, Vikas Jain, they all have been the architects in founding and building this association. A process was initiated, and with the help of all these peoples, all dignitaries, the very mentally sick, whose number is rising in the country day by day because of so many biological and psychosocial issues. We have tried, all of us, to make this association a very much better for the future. Without any break, without any problem, we have been organizing this annual meet of the association right from 2005, and today is the 14th annual national conference of IIGMH. I'm so happy on this occasion, and the organizers have done such a wonderful job of organizing the Dr. Hiramani Singh, Dr. Rajkumar Leni Singh, and many residents and other colleagues. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity, and I wish long live IIGMH. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your wisdom with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the most awaited moment for this function, to hear from our chief guest, respected Dr. Ratan Tiam, sir. Sir, we are eagerly waiting for your words. Your wisdom, sir, kindly enlighten us with your words, sir.
Respected Dr. Ajit Awasthi, President, Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health, Professor S.C. Tiwari ji, Founder President of the Association, Dr. G. Prasad Rao ji, President-elect, IIGMH, Dr. Om Prakash Singh, Honorary General Secretary, Dr. S.P. Gupta, Honorary Treasurer, Dr. Sandeep Grover, Editor, Dr. Gautam Sai, Chairman, CNB Committee, Dr. N. Hiramani Singh, Organizing Chairman, Dr. R.K. Lenin Singh, organizing secretary. And distinguished members of the doctor and Medicaid fraternity here today present, all the delegates, distinguished delegates. My namaskar to you. I really feel deeply honored by the kind gesture of Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health, which is organizing the Geron 2018 here at Imphal, which is one of the most important element, phenomenon, material, whatever you can say, in our life. And this conference, I think, is one of the very, very deeply rooted conference of human problem. And that I don't think that it is also a conference. I think that it is so important that it has to play the role of a revolution and plant it at the heart of 21st century. It's a big problem nowadays because you know that the innovation, the invention of technology and the kind of comfort life that we are leading now, which directly connects with many of our own problems today. We saw that it will come as a comfort and it will play a better game in our life, but technology ultimately, it has also started showing its own color nowadays. And that becomes a very big problem in mental health. We have almost lost the connectivity. If we look around our family trees, all the trees are deteriorated. It has started already shattering everywhere in this world. And that is why, and at this juncture, it becomes very important and imperative to hold, talk, meet, and bring together all the doctors who are dealing with the mental health in this country. I feel proud today because I'm a small-time theater artist, but today I'm sitting with the great doctors of this country who are dealing with this. And I'm very happy today. It's a great pleasure for me to be with you, though I'm not competent to speak anything about this particular subject. Friends, the whole problem, I think, with all these issues that we are getting nowadays, one by one coming to us, goes with the unlimited human desire. We have all this desire. If we look at the families, if we look at the growing numbers of old age home in this country, which were not there even 30, 40 years back. It's growing very fast. The son, the wife, nobody wants to owe, nobody wants to really have a beautiful relationship established and go on for the entire life. Isolated life, isolated thinking, which are again one of the most growing boom or curse, I don't know what is it about, of technology, which is given to me and to others in the society, has brought our society down. If we look from Homo erectus to the growth of Homo sapiens, it was okay till an age where Homo sapiens were dealing with human energy. Now we all we are dependent of the artificial energy. We don't know the relationship, how beautiful is a relationship. We have already cut off the connectivity with fire, with rain, with nature, with flowers, with water, everywhere. We don't look around to the flowers. We don't know the fragrance of flowers. Even the younger generation, if they are thinking about flower, you see, they only think about a day to come in a year with one rose. And the rose he is buying is 50 rupees, 100 rupees, and then give it to, yes, and that Sept, that is the symbol of love. So, I love you. That is very big thing. So we are not connecting ourselves. He doesn't know really the fragrance of that flower. He is not interested in that. So we have lost the connectivity, the interest in nature, which is giving energy to us. And that's how we are losing our connectivity in relationship. It is said in Vedas, in many of the Upanishads, you will find that the parents are worshipped, guru parents, worshipping them. There are so many slokas worshipping them. But now, if you look around, the percentage, they call it a rotten tradition. It's not rotten, it is about the beauty of the relationship, human relationship. If we know, if a person is thinking about the stories which are written in many of the places in Upanishads and Mahabharata, Ramayana, then they'll find that how parents are being treated by their children. And those are the examples. But today in our society, we are trying to lose them. We are trying to disconnect them. And that's how it becomes very difficult. It is because of the unlimited desire that we have for money and the status symbol that we need in the society. And that is how we are losing everything. You see, many years back already about this desire, unlimited desire, Mirza Ghalib has already spoke about this, said about this. हजारों ख्वाहिशें ऐसी कि हर ख्वाहिश पे दम निकले, बहुत निकले मेरे अरमां, फिर भी कुछ कम निकले. So, the unlimited desire that we have, unlimited desire, and making myself isolated with the desire. I want to become rich. I will do the job of 100 people and earn but the money of 100 people. If that is the attitude, then how can you love your parents? How can you love the older people? It is difficult to understand. So the 21st century has already planted, already started, giving a very, very different kind of meaning to our mind, setting ourselves to be corrupt. And if there is any medicine available for corruption, bribery, all that, then that's the best medicine for the society. But if not, then we have to treat them, we have to make this type of conference very successful. And that's why it is not only a conference, it is a revolution to be done entirely and planted in the heart of the 21st century. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your valuable words of wisdom. We're now proceeding towards the end of this function. Every program must end with the words of gratitude. I request Dr. R.K. Lenensi.
In the beginning, before I propose a vote of thanks, I would like to take the privilege of thanking everyone who have given us the opportunity to host this function. Respected chief guest of today's function, Sri Ratan Thiam, Chairman, Chorus Repertory Theatre, Imphal, Manipur. We are very much honored, sir, by the presence amidst us, and also your valuable thoughts shared with us. We are very grateful and thank you. And next, I would like to thank the President of today's inaugural function, President Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, Sri Dr. Ajit Avasti, for presiding this inaugural function, and also for your kind words for our state. It is really very encouraging for all of us, and many of us felt at any point of time that we are being ignored and we are being not noticed, but by your encouraging words, we are very much motivated to go forward. And next, our beloved teacher, Dr. S.C. Tiwari, founder president of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, and also we can say it's a birth of a psychiatric specialty in our country, and also initiated the DM course in the specialty. We are very much honored by President Sept. President-elect of Indian Association of Geriatric Mental Health, Dr. Z. Prasad Rao. We have already seen your works in the past, sir, and we are expecting lots in the future from Indian Association of GMH in the future. Thank you very much for coming and gracing us in this inaugural function. Honorary General Secretary of Indian Association of GMH, Dr. Om Prakash Singh. Thank you very much. I always remember mentoring the juniors or mentoring people who are not that privileged to come up in the national level. It's a great thing, and it is done only by the great people. And there are some I could mention, and amongst them, Dr. O.P. Singh is one who always take interest in mentoring other people to come up. Thank you very much and giving us this opportunity to host this very important national conference, and also to guide us in every step to fulfill the mandatory rules and regulations, the to be done and not to be done in this big conference. Thank you very much once again, Dr. O.P. Singh and Dr. S.P. Gupta, Honorary Treasurer. We are very frequently in touch with each other and guiding us in the procedures and proceedings of the conference. Thank you. And Dr. Sandeep Grover, Editor ISGMH, thank you for your support. And Dr. Gautam Saha, Chairman CAB Subcommittee ISGMH, has done an immense job in this structuring and giving a Sept to the academic extravaganza of the conference this time. He has brought us all the eminent speakers from all over the country, and that makes the conference a very meaningful one this time, the 14th Annual National Conference of IGMH. Thank you very much, Dr. Gautam San. And our organizing chair, Dr. N. Hiramani Singh, he is also a very guiding, very consistent guide to us in organizing the conference. I am very grateful, I am very thankful to all the senior stalwarts in the field of psychiatry, and we are touched by the act of coming from such a faraway places of all over the country to be in our place and to take part in this important conference. I would like to thank all the senior members and all the delegates from all over the country for your kind presence and encouraging us to go forward in this conference. Thank you very much. And would like to thank all the organizing team for giving a hand in bringing forward this conference. All the volunteers, I will not be able to forget them. Without their help, it will be not possible for me or for us to do anything in this regard. Media fraternity, your support is immense, and Hotel Classic Grande also supported all the technical help and the hospitality, and they are extension of our hospitality to our 200 plus delegates in this conference. And if I might have missed anyone, please pardon me. At the end, I on behalf of the organizing committee and I on behalf of myself would like to extend my heartiest thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you very much. And if you take a fond memory back home, that will be the our ultimate motto of the organizing team. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words of gratitude. Before we conclude, shall we all rise for the national anthem? Thank you to all our dignitaries, invitees.
Hearty welcome in this splendid and graceful cultural evening. Today's program is hosted by Geron for the 14th Annual National Conference of Indian Association for Geriatric Mental Health, Dr. N. Hiramani Singh, Organizing Chairman, Dr. R. Kalinin Singh, Organizing Secretary. Once again, warmly welcome those special guests from abroad and of course to everyone. But not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have Vashantaras.
Krishna
Radha Krishna may I request the organizer of Geron who came from outside state to please come upon the stage to have a snack with the artists. Please welcome on stage Madam Sir.